We're here with Gary Blem, super mechanic for HTC Columbia. Gary, what brings you to South Africa?
The European season's over now, so I've come back for a little bit of sun, and the season restarts again in January. Early January, fly over to training camp in Mallorca, and yeah, it's been a long season with HTC, and it's been a great year. We've now won for the third time in a row the most successful team in Europe, and I'm here assisting the MTN NJ team in preparations for next year.
Gary, not many people know, but you're the only African mechanic on the Pro Tour scene. Where did it all begin?
I originally started working in a bike shop at Bruce Raynecker Cycles in Pretoria, and then I heard Bollywood was looking for an international mechanic, applied for the position, and I joined Bollywood. That's when I did the Tour de France with them in 2007. It was great to be part of such a successful team, and then I came back to South Africa and joined the MTN cycling team to be closer to home. And I was approached by HTC Columbia, and yeah, the rest is history. Joined one of the top teams in the world, and it's been great. It's been a good year. I've learned a lot of pressure, but it's been great.
What can you tell us about working within a pro team structure? I mean, you're working with a lot of big names, Cavendish, Renshaw, to name a few. But what is it like working with those personalities on a daily basis?
Well, you go to a race with 8 riders, and each rider is a superstar in his own right. So even the domestiques are world champions. It is difficult. I would say the most difficult rider to work with is Mark Cavendish. He's a perfectionist. As much pressure that he carries on his own shoulders, he applies to the rest of us, so we all feel the pressure. And but it's been great. I mean, the guys are ultimately true professionals, very friendly, always grateful for what we do for them. So no, it's been a great experience to work with the best.
In your opinion, you're dealing with some really top-end equipment. The Columbia team's riding Shimano Di2.
That's correct, yeah.
Is it really a big jump between what our local professionals are using and what professionals on the Pro Tour are using?
No, not really. I think, like, for instance, the MTN team, the equipment they're using is the top of the range that the Pro Tour guys are using. So not really. I think we are on par with the rest of the world. Being on HTC Columbia, we test a lot of new equipment. We assist with the product development. So we're constantly pushing the barriers. That's basically the only difference, where a local South African team will use the top end after the Pro Tour guys have tested all the equipment and is deemed safe.
Looking forward to the future, Gary. Where to next for Gary Blem?
It's a very tricky question. I haven't had much chance to think about it. I'll be back in Europe again in January with the team. At the end of the season, we'll have to decide if I stay on for another year or two in the Pro Tour circuit, or if I come back to South Africa. I ultimately started this line of work so that I could start workshops in South Africa and assist all your everyday rider on working on his own bike and doing workshop clinics and improving the skills in bike shops. So to assist the mechanics in the shops on how to work on the latest equipment, on the best equipment, and how to treat the bikes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Blem.